A 1-2 for Audi at the Lausitzring. In front of 63,000 spectators, Martin Tomczyk wins his second DTM race in a row and takes the lead in the driver's standings.
Yeah, definitely, it was a perfect weekend. I mean, to win a race with such a big gap to the next Mercedes, it's unbelievable. Especially when you saw the last 6 years where just the Mercedes were there where we were today.
Timo Scheider fights hard to collect his maiden podium finish of the season. Having started 9th, he moves up to 2nd in an impressive way.
The reason for it was a good strategy, awesome car over the distance and 2 perfect pit stops. So the guys did an awesome job there. So thanks for that, and it's a good feeling to be back, and it feels that I like to do it some more.
Pole sitter Bruno Spengler is the best placed Mercedes-Benz driver. In spite of a faultless race, he only ends up 3rd.
That's how racing is. Sometimes one is quicker, sometimes the other one. It's a very close series. DTM is really hard. It's getting harder and harder, and it's a lot of fun to drive there. So it's not a bad position, to finish 3rd. We have to analyze everything and prepare ourselves for the next race.
A successful DTM comeback for Tom Christensen at Lausitz. The Dane finished a great 6th. His fellow Audi driver Felipe Albuquerque defends his starting grid position and comes home in 8th place. The first DTM championship points for the Portuguese. Jamie Green, on the other hand, was disappointed. Having started 2nd, the Brit only finished 6th.
I had a good start, and then after that Martin Tomczyk surprised me with his manoeuvre into turn 1. He did a really good overtaking move on me there, and I think I had maybe a bad in-lap at some point, which cost me some time. So it didn't work out that well for me.
For Matthias Ekström, things just aren't going well. Having started 3rd, he dropped back to 9th during the first stint. Eventually, the Swede was classified only 11th.
I wasn't able to deliver at all. The car had a lot of oversteer and I couldn't brake correctly. The wheels also locked up twice. It was just undrivable until the other tires were put on the car. I just think that the tire pressure in the first stint was too low. After that, the car was better, but by then the race was already over.
Also bad luck for Eduardo Mortara and Miguel Molina. Both Audi drivers retired from the race. For Susie Stoddard, the race was already over before the start.
We were really unfortunate. The front brakes lost some fluid and the team tried to change it quickly, but there wasn't enough time. And it's a real shame for the team because Frank, my chief mechanic, all my guys, they do a great job all the time, and it was just one of those things. And it's a big shame. We were fast all weekend, but these things can happen. Onwards and upwards in Neuesten.
And here the result of the 4th DTM round at Lausitzring at a glance. The 2 Audi in front, Bruno Spengler only 3rd in spite of his pole. After his podium at Spielberg, Oliver Jarvis continues scoring DTM points. In total, 5 Audi make it into the top 8 at Lausitz. Again, no points for Matthias Ekström, only 11th place for him. Ralf Schumacher ends up only 12th, the worst result for a driver of a new car. And here a look at the point standings. Martin Tomczyk remains the man of the moment. For the first time in history of the DTM, a driver of a year-old car is leading in the point standings. However, Bruno Spengler remains within striking distance. With his success, Timo Scheider overtakes Schumacher and Rockenfeller and moves up into 3rd. A great DTM race at Lausitzring. For the first time in 6 years, Audi is able to win here. The next round takes place at Neuesten from 1st to 3rd July.